And we're back with Fight Club after ages. I know this guy's been so tired.
Why are you blaming me, man?
I've got to blame someone in there.
You know,
might as well is a fight. Bro, you've been in fight mode all day anyway. This is a perfect podcast for us today.
Yeah, anyone want to come down, locations, I'll hit them. Every other night pretty much, so.
Send me location. Location sent.
Yeah, and don't be thinking by the size. We hit harder than we look.
We bite harder than we bark.
Yes.
Yeah, did that make sense?
That's okay.
I was going to say bite hard. Yeah, whatever it is in the weekend, man. 21st September, that's what we're here for.
AJ Dubois, what do you think?
There you go.
Straight into it.
AJ's going to beat him up. I don't think this is a... I think
He'll beat up.
Yeah, I think...
So not like a...
No, it's like...
chess.
No, if it's going to be chess, is on AJ to make it chess, if you know what I mean. He's going to make it chess if it's going to be chess. I really do expect AJ to beat him within the first 5 rounds. I mean, Dubois struggled with Filip Hrgovic in the last fight. In the first 6 rounds, he was struggling. If it's a harder puncher than Hrgovic, he probably would have got Dubois out of there, let's be honest. And Dubois getting all these plaudits, I just don't see him on the level that Joshua and these guys are in, if you know what I mean. And Joshua's not even in the level of the complete...
The thing is, I know what you're going to say.
Superstardom of
the all-time you're saying.
No, but and right now, I mean, is Usyk, then is Fury. I think Joshua's obviously still play catch up to them two as well still now. And
I think he's
3 fights free.
I think he's there.
Otto Wallin, highly overrated. Hellenius is a good journeyman. He's been about, but then while they beat him in 2 rounds, and this is what I'm saying, Joshua's made it chess for himself. If he wants to get some rounds in, he probably will. But I honestly expect no disrespect to Daniel Dubois here at all. I really do expect Anthony Joshua to beat him within the first 6 rounds and to make an even bigger statement than he has in the last 3 fights. Because in my opinion, I'll finish this up, Otto Wallin, highly overrated. He only had that 1 fight on his record that really stood out. Yeah, and he went off the cut. And you know what? Credit to Joshua here. He absolutely schooled Wallin. Shut him down completely.
There was not a chance.
That was the most impressive out of the 3. And Ngannou, he showed that he's a novice.
I think, I think you're discrediting him there with that fight because you got to remember when Ngannou had his first fight, I have to say, I know styles make fights and fights are different. You could fight someone else, I could fight someone else. You might get knocked out, I might knock him out, he might knock you out, I know styles make fights, but hear me out. In his first fight, he gave the best, who we thought was the best.
At that time, he was, yes.
The best pound for pound boxer in the world, the heavyweight champion.
Yeah.
The Gypsy King. Bro, I think he won that fight. And you know, that was my opinion of it anyway. Yeah. And then for Joshua to come in and spark him out like that, come on, let's be real, he sparked him
I remember
out.
at the time,
do you know what I mean?
It's from then till now that we were supposed to do that podcast and we forgot really.
Yeah, and what I've got to say is, he's never been sparked. He fights in the UFC, lads, hear me out. Elbows, knees, legs, kicks, punches, everything. He's never been knocked out. Joshua's knocked him out, what was it?
Third round.
Yep. Come on.
Joshua's got that within his blocker, and this is what I'm saying. I think he needs to show this and display it.
And it's refreshing to see under his new coach that he's got this kicking again.
Is it Virgil Hunter?
No, it's Ben Davison.
Oh yes, he's gone to Ben Davison.
Ex-Fury.
Which is a funny one, like you said, Styles and all
the
that.
funny thing is, under Davison, it was said that Fury wasn't knocking out people.
He's tippy-tappy.
He's not knocking out, and now under Joshua, it's madding it out.
But again, like you're saying, it's probably the psychology of certain trainers.
He does look refreshed. There's he does look new.
Maybe he needed the losses.
The knockouts look like they're gonna come constantly now, and I don't think it's gonna be 5 rounds the way you said 6 rounds. I think it's gonna be a tougher fight, but I think he knocks him out in the end. I'm not gonna predict a round because
Hamza Shiraz on the up, the next top British Asian boxing superstar. It just seems like he's going to be the one to fill Amir Khan's boots before Adam Azim does anyway. And he's on a... Who's he fighting
Tyler Denny.
That's the guy. When you mentioned him earlier and I go, I know him. You obviously know him. He's family Hamza Shiraz. So yeah, I expect Shiraz. He's not really a knockout artist. He's not the most exciting fighter as well, let's be honest. His last fight was good.
Hamza's not a bad...
he's not that exciting.
Hamza's got 16 knockouts.
In?
20 wins. Yes. I think what you meant to say...
Wait. I'll tell you what, check his last 5 fights, gone. Because I'm sure I checked his last 2 to 3 fights.
I think they were TKO.
Check.
I think they were TKO. So the last fight was a long fight. It was a 11-round fight, but he dominated.
Yeah, I know. I was going to say.
He dominated every round. Before that, he dealt with Liam Williams in round 1, Dmitry Mitrofanov in round 2, and River Wilson Bennett in round 2.
I remember the Liam Williams one.
But it's not even just that. The guy that he's facing is not a knockout artist. He's got one knockout, and I think in 19
Listen,
fights.
what I meant by that was you tell me a memorable Hamza Shiraz knockout, any highlights of Hamza Shiraz's knockouts from them 16.
Where is, where you think, wow.
His power isn't the one that... his power isn't the thing that sticks out. It's his boxing ability.
It's not just that. I think what it is his power is very disguised, Didi. So it doesn't look like this guy's going to knock you out. And it doesn't even look that hard when he hits people. But somehow...
Fair play, the stats, I agree with that.
So I understand what you're saying, because it doesn't look like he's hitting that hard, but
yeah, fair play.
Clearly he is, because they're getting knocked out.
No, they are, but...
So 16 knockouts in 20 fights.
What I've been most impressed with, is his jab in the last couple of fights. He's been really behind it.
His jab's brilliant.
It's an amazing jab. That's his best...
He's worked upon that more and more, and that is his main artillery, you know.
Josh Warrington's also on the undercard.
Josh Warrington, man, underwhelming. This isn't a title fight, by the way.
It isn't.
I thought it was the IBF title fight, but
he lost his last title fight as well, didn't he?
Well, he's lost. Did he?
Wasn't it Lara?
Josh Warrington in his last 5 fights has lost 3 and drawn 1. So he's on a poor streak, you know, after that decent winning streak since the...
You were there,
fight. I watched it against... Selby, and then after that he fought Kid Galahad and Carl Frampton.
All right.
Yeah. So...
Did he really fight Carl Frampton?
Yeah, Carl Frampton, he dealt with Frampton.
Oh, I watched that fight. I was really surprised about that. Yes, you're right. Carl Frampton retired in the back of that.
Didn't they say, was it one of them fights was a bit contentious?
It was, it was. I thought Frampton won. I
think it was that one, but...
I'm a big Frampton fan.
But since that 3-4 match winning streak, since he won the title... Kid Galahad, Frampton and all of that. Since then he's been dog shit, man. Let's be honest, let's be real.
That's what I'm saying. I'm surprised he's on this
I don't think there's any motivation or incentive for this fight with there being no title on the line, and I think Tyler Denny wins this.
Right, my boy In You defended his title again. What a fighter. Me and Frey were talking about it, right? I'm going to show you after this, if I remember. The sounds of this guy's punches are unbelievable, bro. ASMR on his punches. Just take all the commentary off, take everything off, just listen to
one more fight to speak on.
And Saul Canelo Alvarez beating Edgar Berlanga. I know I've just clicked on now what you're on about. It's going okay. I'll mention Canelo because I was actually following Canelo's build-up. 2-3 weeks I was following this build-up actually. Canelo speaking English is the funniest thing in the world. I am not lying, right? I've been watching compilations.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Stop first if you're gonna get me. I swear, if I say people can look at first off. No. If I say, I tell you, yeah, the energy he's giving off is what we're feeling right now towards people.
You know what's amazing though, yeah? Because knock it back 3 years, he couldn't speak a word of English.
Exactly, man.
In the last year or two, the way he's picked it up is sick.
He's like a kid picking up the swears at the playground and using them everywhere he goes.
Hearn is doing this on purpose.
Of course he is.
He's got him learning English, so then his reach is out there even more, because when someone's not speaking a universal language like English, bro, you're not getting out there to everyone. Do you know what I mean?
This guy firing away at Oscar De La Hoya, and he got up and he'd walk towards him. Yeah. Some pussy beat on that for you. This time he got up, he goes, this is how I'm gonna deal. Canelo's got it, man. I love that guy because I love his energy.
He's amazing.
My man's beefing with he's the only one who's got the cojones to beef with Turkey, and I love that beef. Have you seen him? He was walking out his trainer, holding his trainer's hand. You know, they're mocking what Turkey holding everyone.
So the last fight.
Wait, I want to ask you. Obviously, I don't know if you watched him beat Berlanga on the unanimous decision. He knocked him down in the 3rd round. Oh, what a knockdown, man. This guy is so ferocious. You know, when he sees an opening, right, you're dead. He let you jab him because he knows he's got the chin to absorb him. Yes. Bam! Yeah. Edgar Berlanga, to his credit, sucked you up there and then, got back up, but it was a one-sided fight. Canelo's been fighting a lot of these younger guys recently, and he's getting criticism for it. Before that, he was getting criticism for ducking maybe Golovkin after he fought him twice, and ducking the trilogy fight, but then he fought Kovalev. He dared to be great by going against Bivol, which he said he's going to try again. Do you think he's ducking? The big universal question in boxing right now, is Saul Canelo Alvarez ducking David Benavidez? I'll be honest with you, from what I've seen from David Benavidez, personality-wise, skill-wise, it seems like the perfect fight to make for Canelo that will take his end career fight, if you know what I mean.
I think it'll come sooner or later anyway, because we're living in an era now with Saudi that you can't duck anything.
But the money...
You cannot duck anything because the money is so good.
They said they don't want to bow to his demands of money. He's saying, give me 300 to 400 million alone. I swear. That's why he's being serious on it. He goes, then I'll fight this guy. I'll fight who you want me to fight. Other than that, I'm choosing my fights.
Well, he might be being smart, being a businessman, but at the same time, it does seem like there's an element of him ducking.
This one I'm asking.
Because no one has asked Turkey a little shake for money, because Turkey a little shakes contracts, you can't reject them.
But is Canelo
We've never seen them, but we know from Eddie Hearn and Frank Warren shaking hands and being best friends, you can't reject their contracts.
Also, we thought. And this is why I say I love this beef, because Canelo's not...
I love this game.
Canelo. Imagine Canelo swearing in English towards Turkey in his next press conference.
Hey, Turkey, I want fucking 300 million.
You fat mother.
Motherfucker.
You know, and we'll end it as usual.
Joshua Boatsy against Hutchinson. You've forgotten that one. That's another big fight on that card.
Did Boatsy beat Aziz in his last fight?
Yes, he did. Unanimous decision, I believe, 12 rounds.
It was a good domestic dust-up, that was.
This one is for the IBF title.
All right.
Yes. The IBF title. So they're going to like this one, yeah? The guy that he's facing, Willie Hutchinson, he's got the exact same record as him, but with one loss.
I like the name.
So 19 fights, and Boatsy's at 18. 13 knockouts for Boatsy, out of them 18. 13 knockouts for Hutchinson, out of them 19 with the 1L. This is the fight to watch.
Okay, it's very evenly poised.
Maybe Daniel Dubois against Joshua. I was going to say Joshua. Maybe that fight might not be the one. Because we always see this in boxing fights, even in UFC, where the main event is hyped up to be sick, and we're all just waiting there literally till the last minute, and we're like, you know what, something sick's going to come now. And it ends up being shit. But on the way there,
perfect
you catch
segue.
a good fight or two.
In the last few UFC events, the co-main events haven't been that good, and even the main events really haven't lived up to the hype. I'm not going to lie. Merab v Sugar Sean O'Malley, this one, right? Merab just had him in a bloody, grapple every single round he could. Kissed him in the end of the third round. Messed about him in the end of the fourth round. Right?
I saw that.
And
I saw that.
Forget all that.
I saw that.
I'll tell you what, it was a I was going to say mental spectacle at the Sphere. We were saying it, me and Frey and all those lot. Imagine watching something there and just absorbing it all in and just taking it in. Fantastic, amazing. They pulled it off. What a venue to pull off such a big, whatever it is, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, the question that I wanted to end on is the UFC losing its worldwide appeal that it was gaining and the momentum that it's gaining, because a lot of the champions now are not known to the casuals, let's be honest.
Yeah. Bilal Muhammad.
What the hell, Subban? You killed that convo. Like, comment, share and subscribe. We'll see you in the next podcast.